I did the writeaprisoner.com.
Okay.
And, I uploaded a picture with my shirt off. I wrote a couple paragraphs about myself. And I had so many people write me from different states, different countries. And I put, interested in looking for women.
Right.
But for some reason, I put interest in women. I had a bunch of dudes that wrote me.
Right.
But I have some good looking women, way good looking women write me. But I got some, some 500 plusers write me too. And then a bunch of dudes. And my friends are all laughing. And it's whatever. But then my one...
Stop. What the fuck?
Yeah, my one friend, when no one's around, I have a dude write me. I tell him what he wants to hear. Like, what the hell? He's showing me his commissary. He has a full locker, a commissary, brand new shoes. He puts 300-400 on my books every month, full limit every month.
Have you seen?
Maybe I'm gonna do this. I was, you know what? I put interested in women. So if these dudes want to write me, then oh yeah, I'm gonna take their money.
Right.
But this is where I've messed up because I have Snapchat's pictures. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not all in Snapchat so that, it's just easier to send the Cash App to send, money back and forth and give my info instead of writing a letter and waiting a week or two. I put them all on my Snapchat. So I had all these people on my Snapchat. And we're in lockdown or something for a few days or whatever, maybe a week. And I get back onto my, we're off lockdown. I get onto my cell phone. I have, it says 99 plus notifications. I have hundreds of notifications. Hell yeah, I'm going to get this money. I click on a picture. It's some dude. He's all exposed, going at it. Man, what the hell? What the hell? Go to another one. Same thing. Some dude's, showing it. I click on another picture. Some dude's on his bed showing his butt. Man, you fucking weirdos, man. Hell no. All right, that's it. I'm done. Delete it, everything. Block everything. Deactivate my account. No. I can't do this. And I'm thinking, that's what they want to put money in my books. I'm thinking my friend that said he talks to, what are you doing to them so that he puts money in your books? I can't do this. What the hell, man?
A lot of times when I would order these packages, I would know who I'm impersonating, and I would know what I'm looking for, and I would know exactly, hey, I would dress up a story. Hey, I got a customer coming in tomorrow. They're looking for a 3-4 carat engagement ring. What do you have available? Oh, who am I speaking with? Oh, this is such and such. So, and in a sense, I will always tell people, if I call your plug and I impersonate that I'm you, your plug, hey, how you doing? What do you need? I can front it to you, or send me this. Same address? Yeah, send it to the same address, but it's not going to make it to the address because I'm going to reroute this package. Or I might even tell you before you even send the package, hey, don't send it there. I got a new address. So send it here instead. But your plug or your manufacturer, your distributor has no idea that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I say because at the end of the day, they deal with you, but a lot of stuff they deal with is through email. So they're not familiar with the voice on their phone. They're familiar with the name and the company or the representative for that company, but a lot of times, a lot of stuff is done through email. So when I call in, they basically, this must be important because this is such and such actually calling on the phone. So that's what I would do. So I would call in and I would call these particular companies. And a lot of times I say, I'll call the companies and they would send the actual package through the actual mail. I would reroute the package, whether it be to the abandoned apartment, or a lot of times this is what I started doing. I would get it sent to a FedEx store or a UPS store.
He went to trial and was found guilty of running a Ponzi scheme. Not because he actually did anything, but he was kind of duped into it by two con men, duped him into being a part of the company. And they duped him into being a part of the company because he had his family was wealthy. They had wealthy friends. Donovan was their first investor. So there's two guys start a Forex trading firm. They go to Donovan because one of the guys was like a friend of the family. So he comes in and says to Donovan, hey, we're doing a Forex trading. Would you mind investing? We're kind of trying to drum up business. So Donovan gives him like $100,000. A month later, there's like $112,000 in the account. A month after that, there's like $24,000 or 26,000. So he's made like 26,000 in 2 months. He's like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this is like over 100% return. This is amazing. So these guys come and they, would you mind if we pitch your family and some of your friends? He's like, yeah. They pitches them. He's like, I'm doing great. And so the family invests about $1 million into it. And then they go to Donovan, and Donovan tells a couple friends, they invest money. They go to Donovan and say, Donovan, would you be interested in being a part of the firm? And he's like, are you serious? That's great. I can do that.
got a
Like I
great
just gotta
story.
schmooze people. I can just tell people about how great I'm doing with you guys. So he does that for the next year. He raises like, I don't know, like 17, $18 million. And then the whole thing collapses. It's actually a Ponzi scheme. Donovan didn't know it was a Ponzi scheme. He goes immediately to the U.S. attorney, and the U.S. attorney says, we'll look into it. And they go to all these investors, and all the investors are like, Donovan's the one who told us to invest.
Yeah.
So Donovan, they indict Donovan along with everybody else. He goes to trial. The two con men cooperate against him. Donovan knew the whole time. So they get their sentence cut.
Yeah.
They all do like this one guy doesn't even do any time. One guy I think he does a year. Next guy does like maybe 3 or 4 years. Donovan got 17 years. He's still in prison.
People rob drug dealers because they feel it's not a crime, because how can a drug dealer call the police on you
Right.
when he's doing something illegal? But nowadays it don't even matter, because the drug dealer still call the police on you and telling you it doesn't matter. I'm
Yeah,
saying,
he'll just say I got robbed. The guy stole all cash. He won't mention
Right.
that he also got a key.
Exactly. So that's a lot of my earlier crimes of how I started being in the streets and doing things of that nature.
Was getting a job an option?
I got a job, but it's once you get a taste of fast money, because I've had some situations that did go well, but those are situations that I got away. But the situation that I got caught with, it was a gamble, and I was willing to take that gamble. So I was thinking about getting a job, but I had got accustomed and got a taste of fast money that it kind of steered me away from doing the legit thing. So I kind of just went against my better judgment.
I hear you.
Right.
I'm just curious.
Right.
I'm not poking at you. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, because I mean, I was the same way. I love it when people are, well, if you just put that same energy towards getting a job and working at a job, get the out of here. I'm not going to make $3 million working a management position. That's not going to happen.
I'm looking for the white guys. I'm looking for the white people. I'm looking for the people with the money, because the people that look like me ain't got no money. So
Okay.
I'm robbing tourists.
So this is some guy wanders in the wrong neighborhood, or you go into these neighborhoods where the hotels are, motels are, and you're just kind of hanging out till they.
At this time, Miami, if you just imagine going to a city you're not from, you're not familiar with the roads, you're gonna make the wrong turn. You stick out more than you think to the natives, to the locals. So when you make a wrong turn, you driving down the wrong way on a one way. I'm looking up now. Your light on inside your car. It was certain things that we were looking for. I don't know if you know, but tourist robbery was big in Miami. Like it became an epidemic. Like they had created new charges for us. I got homeboys out of Robin Hood, the whole neighborhood that was named based upon tourist robbery that went to the feds for robbing tourists. So I'm targeting the people that I want based upon them putting they riding with a map on the dashboard, or they riding, like I say, down the wrong one way. You giving yourself up. You know what I mean? And you're a vacationer, so most likely you coming with thousands of dollars. No offense.
Some of the scams that I did that are actually it's a couple documents. It's pretty simple scams. Some of them more complicated. So we're having this conversation, and I'm talking about, and really it's more like, I think it was more like, tell me your story real quick. Like some guy brings, bro, Cox, come here. Tell him what you did real quick. Tell him real quick. You know what I'm saying? You're like, all right. But these are street guys. That's why I kind of mentioned that they're black guys. They were kind of project guys. They were raised in the projects. They're selling drugs. And we're sitting there, and I'm shooting the shit with them, right? Like I'm like, okay, I did this and this and this, and then I borrowed this much. You're like, dang, bro, so you had that couple $1 million. I'm like, no, we were spending money. So I said I had maybe like $700,000 at this point. And me and my girlfriend get into an argument, a huge argument, and we decide to split up. I'm like, and so I give her like 500,000, and I take like 100,000. And they're like, well, what? And I was like, well, I mean, they're like, why you give her so much money? And I was like, well, we were arguing, and I said she argued that, and I knew I wasn't coming back. And I said, so her argument was like, I can give you 100,000, you'll go somewhere, and in a month from now, you'll have another $500,000, $1 million. But I have to live off this money. So I need as much as you can, as much. She really wanted everything. She wanted to give me like 10 grand. Like she was just a vengeful person. So,
and you needed to pay her off to bury the lead.
I was hoping to pay her off to at least give her enough time, because I knew she'd implode, which she did. Well, she actually got caught, but she would have imploded eventually. So I think she made it a year. So maybe 6 months. So the point is that I gave her $500,000. I said, so I take 100,000 and I leave. And I'm telling you, both these guys pretty much at the same time. And I've had this conversation with multiple guys, usually street guys, but not when I say drug dealers, I don't mean like a low level kind of drug dealer. I mean, these are serious drug dealers. These are guys that they started off small, but very quickly went through the ranks. So these guys are moving like keys. So the first thing that they said was, why don't you just kill her? And I was like, what?